Howdy howdy. Here's a feature that a set of steps that I have to do non-stop. So if I just use my normal image, the render for video will render it outside the frame, regardless of what I do. So I have to come in, put it on something like this. I have to use a green screen or something that doesn't conflict. So if it's green, I use blue. You can see it's still some issues there, but whatever, it is what it is. And then I go in and I render it in Envato. So I do the something like this. Then I say go. And it gives me some type of video. Now the problem is the videos are always, they don't do square videos for some reason. So then you got to come in here and we need to try to get all of these to be the same and matched up at their feet. So then we say, okay, well here's where it goes, all of that, and then we crop it. Then we come down and we go to, let's see, so we have the video. Now we're gonna go, cut the video, crop it. I'm just not seeing. Oh, I'm sorry. We had to go to a WebP. So then we're going to go to a WebP. You could do GIF, but WebP just works easier. And then we get our WebP, right? And then we go to Effects. And then in Effects, we need to take out the green. Because now we're in an image. Now we can actually have transparency. So you say something like 30. Okay, pretty good. Not too shabby. You can see some of the effects have some go off, but I just can't, you can't fix that at this point. This is something that if we had a good tool, we wouldn't have to do all of this. It would understand. So now I save the WebP. Now I come back over here to this tool, to the splitter. It won't let me just go across because the interface breaks. It'll let you do almost everything else. You can just click a button. But for this one step, I have to go get the shoot, hold on. Get which version that was. Okay, so then we upload that. So we went from an image that we rendered, cropped it, zoomed out, put it on a green screen, animated it to video, brought it back, made it photos in a WebP with the animation, took out the green screen, and then now we're going to make it into a sprite sheet. Now the sprite sheet in a lot of cases really needs to be equal as best as it can for make the math easy and the number of frames so that it makes a square, beautiful sheet. Now it doesn't have to be square, but it's a lot more math if it is missing frames at the end. I gotta do a lot more work to get that to work versus if it just perfectly works out. So now I've got this guy, so then I can say, okay, this is my attack animation. Now I'm still not done. I still need to now do a compression to take out all this stuff because it's a 30 meg file now. But videos don't have transparency and alpha in any sense that we can use it. So for animations and game dev, this is really the only option. And then I've got to just downgrade the quality to try to get this size down. And then once you get all of that together, that's what turns into all of these animations that are playing. So that's what I'm trying to get the bosses to be animated. So then I click something, and then they play an animation.
How did you manage to track me down?
Or so that's one of my favorites is the deaths. Here's a new one I just added, the taunt. So exactly all of the things I'm doing is just using a video rendering. I'm just having to do all of these extra steps for every single animation. Not every character, every animation, every single transaction, every single thing for 100 bosses and all these guys. And so that's one of the tools that we need, is to say, hey, I have a character and I want a transparent atlas. So the AI could just take from step A into step Z instantly and just do this for us if we would just, if someone would just do this. And it would change the game. I could have 1,000, I could have 1 billion different animations everywhere. But right now it's all limited because this, I have to do every single thing like this every time by hand. And you say, well, why don't you just script it, and why don't you just and I've tried. I've spent weeks trying to script my own system, but it often comes down to doing this alpha remove is really a complex task, and I haven't found anything better than this easy GIF that I could get Python or anything to do. And like I said, I've spent weeks trying to make this just work. So that's one of the tasks that I got to do all the time, that if we could solve would be a really nice, a huge thing. And that's used everywhere. It's used in websites, it's used in videos, it's used in everything that anybody wants a transparent animation. So these are huge dots that need to be connected in this workflow.